Alright, DECA, we're going to go through a guide to try and show you about performance indicators. I'm starting off in the BYOD screen, and from here we can go to the Google Drive, and I think that this is the fastest way to get to our Google Classroom. In the app section, go up to the top right, open up the Classroom, and in here you'll find the HLSS DECA website. And I tried to make sure that everything we need is at the top, and I've posted some new stuff both on the October 17th as well as today, so we're going to be referencing that. This message here is designed to save you time, as it will tell you the performance indicators that you need to know for regionals and your case scenarios. And specifically, we'll look at some different cases. So to start, we're going to look at opening up this first link here. And this is going to tell you your performance indicators. This is something which you will not find on the website, on the DECA.ca website. This was sent out to advisors to share with our chapters. So this is super important, and I'm going to be able to explain what's happening here. So you see different role plays that are happening. So for example, for accounting, we've got a scenario 1 and scenario 2. And what they're doing is they're going to be assigning each region scenario 1, scenario 2 randomly. So for example, region appeal could get scenario 1, whereas Toronto could get scenario 2. We don't know which one it is, but they're also referencing these various pages to tell us, okay, we'll look at these pages in a specific document, and it's going to tell us our performance indicator. So let's go through an example. I'm going to start off with just an easy one, but it'll give you a pretty good idea. We're going to start off with ETDM, and I'm partly starting off with that is because entrepreneurship is also something which was not available in previous years. I want to make sure they've got the proper support. DECA.ca, we're going to go to members, competitive events, and we need to scroll down until we find ETDM, and that's right here. If you were doing something like your principals, PBM, you'd be up here, but for this example we're going to look at the performance indicators for ETDM. Clicking it drops down a whole bunch of case studies, the exams, things like that will help you prepare. And what we see is over here is ETDM case. That's not what we're looking for here. I want to try and look at the performance indicators. So we're going to branch off onto the right screen, and I'm going to keep this document handy. So what this is telling me is, okay, I'm looking for product and service management. There is only one scenario that I have to study, and I can find the performance indicators on page 19. So instead of having to study 20 different pages, instead all I have to do is, bam, right there, instructional area product service management. And so anything from here all the way down to the next heading, so instructional area promotion, we don't have to worry about that. This essentially is telling me that if I'm doing entrepreneurship and my area of study is ETDM, or my event, then I've got to worry about these things. Determine initial feasibility of a product idea, adjust idea to create functional product, create process for ongoing opportunity recognition. Just about anything here is fair game. At the regional symposium, they talked a little bit about CS and SP, and they said that CS and PQ would be the focus of regional events. However, as we went through, I think it's probably best that we tell you, focus on anything which is underneath the pages that they referenced. So these ones reference MN. I'd say anything is fair game. So you should know about the planned product mix. And so when you go off and do your answers, you should be referencing the various planned product mixes as you go through your answer. Alright, so let's just say that's all I have to do for ETDM. Let's just say instead I got something like scenario 2 customer relations, and I'm doing AAM. So if I went back here, I'm going to try and find AAM. I'm going to go to AAM underneath, where is it? AAM case is here, performance indicators, open up that page. And so it would say that I would have to look at pages 7, 31, and 57 under customer relations. So let's go find. First one was page 7, customer relations. So I'd have to take anything from here down to here, copy, paste. Now you'll notice that if I copy and paste this to a Word document, it doesn't come up very nicely. It comes up just text. The other option you have is to do a screenshot. If you're good with technology, you've got a little button on your keyboard, which is what I'd be doing, print screen. That doesn't always come up unless you have OneDrive. And Control V, paste. And what I would do is I'd then crop this so that I can still get the nice formatting, but at the same time, it's going to become really important for things like the ACT because you got about 14 different pages to reference. And by doing this, you can ideally get it down to maybe 14, double-sided, maybe 7 pages to look at. And so then you just keep on going from there. So that would be page 7, page 31. Keep on going down. 31. Page 31, remember we're looking at customer relations, so anything from here to here looks like should be fair game. Print screen. Control V, right click, crop. And we can crop all the way up to the top here. Essentially it just condenses your notes so you have less to look at. Alright, so you're getting the idea. I hope at least at this point you're getting the idea. If you're not getting the idea of what you need to do, then you would need to go and talk with your executives. But you're responsible for pages 7, 31, and 57, anything under customer relations, or you could be doing scenario 2, which is selling, which could involve pages 28, 39, 55, 56, 58, 59, and 60. So in other words, you've got your work cut out for you, which is why you need to start studying and preparing for this now. Alright, now we do also have another resource available to you, and that was put up this afternoon. Specifically, we're looking at these things here. So Ms. McKean graciously purchased these last year at ICDC. And so we're looking at the marketing guide. And let's just say we wanted to look at selling. There's 6 different pages. They give you vocabulary, other performance indicators. But this is a really nicely condensed version of everything you need to know. But I don't want to just say this is the best thing to look at because we do still want to look at the performance indicators listed before. But down here on the bottom right, if you're doing the selling scenario, you could be looking here as well. And if you're doing the scenario 2, you could be looking at the marketing one. So take a look. If you zoom in close enough, you'll be able to see what you need to talk about or what the performance indicators are. It did not. Let's download this one. Because it's not coming up very good. Open a new window. I've opened it up in PDF, and if I scroll down, I can see a little bit more clearly explain the nature and scope of selling function. The selling function provides consumers with goods, services they want and or need. Quite simply, it gives a pretty good summary. We have paper copies of this that are laminated. So if for some reason something's not quite clear enough or you have questions about it, come and see your advisors. I hope that this is clear enough and you can understand what you need to do. Regionals are coming up November 18th, which gives you pretty much, what's that? A little over a week, about 2 weeks before regionals, which means you guys should be doing 2 cluster meetings a week to make sure you're preparing for this stuff really well. If you have any questions, come see either me, Mr. Dares, or Ms. McKean, and we'll be happy to explain things. And also your executives are also an excellent source. Thank you.